Hey people, I have some absolutely wild news. Did you know that they made a sequel to Civ 4? And get this, after that, they made another one. It came out in 2016, so roughly a year ago. Now, some people say that folks who play a 25-year-old strategy game are Luddites living in the past. Well, today we're going to prove them right by playing their game and being really weird with it. Let's take a look at game setup. Now, I waited for a sale and bought $200 worth of content for this game, which of course means that I do not have all the DLC. But we'll make do. I should probably explain what DLC is. Imagine if the game didn't come with key features, like imagine if the scientific great leaders from Civ 3 just didn't work for some reason, and you had to spend a bunch of money to fix it. That's DLC. So it's pretty much like buying Civ 4. We're going to go with Peter the Great as our leader. He gets half-price temples and gets bonus science from trade routes if he falls behind. So in Civ 3 terms, his traits are religious and great library. Some people might not like this decision. They'll call us a tundra rat. I choose to see things a different way. I think we're like a cute little Arctic stoat. Some of these difficulties might be new to you. For example, settler difficulty. This one's pretty similar to Chieftain. The AI is really weak, and it shouldn't be much of a challenge. There's also deity difficulty. This one's pretty similar to Chieftain. The AI is really weak, and it shouldn't be much of a challenge. So, here we are. You might have some questions about things that are different here. For example, where's the worker? Do we need to build one? Maybe, but typically the first thing we're going to build is a scout. This is because map trading as a feature has been removed, and we have a lot of ground to cover, so tell our friend over here that he's got to get moving. I expect correspondence from every city-state on the map by tomorrow at noon. What's a city-state? You guys are going to have to try to keep up here. At this point, we need to pick a technology. Here, we see another key difference. In Civ 3, some of the techs are completely useless. They have no effect on the game. In Civ 6, however, all of the techs are completely useless and have no effect on the game, and everything good has been moved to the civics tree. Huts still exist in the game, of course. Some things you can get are good, some are bad, but don't worry, you cannot pop settlers from huts anymore. It would be ridiculous if you could still do something like that. This is our city screen. Civ 6 has had 20 years to improve on the UI of Civ 3, and boy have they put this to good use. Check out features like making it really hard to assign citizens, and hiding my faith behind this dude's head. You might have noticed that we've been given something called Era Score. This is an imaginary currency that the game hands out like candy to fill in the deep-seated need for attention and validation that exists within the heart of every single human being, or at least the ones that play Coupe. We have our first builder. They have a fixed number of charges, but produce tile improvements instantly. I don't have any snarky comments here. This is legitimately one of the best quality of life improvements in the whole franchise. It's satisfying to use, and reduces micromanagement. Okay, we've completed a settler, but it looks like the barbarians are after us. There's an important strategy I should show you at this point. This will help you a lot when dealing with barbarians in the early game. Looks like heading west is a no-go. We're going to settle a safer spot to the east instead. It has crabs and horses. It's coastal, on a river, and it's near the tundra, so we can take advantage of our civ bonuses. Should be pretty good, right? No, this is dog shit, and our people instantly hate us for planting it. In Civ 3, the first citizen of a city is content, and the ones born after that are unhappy. In Civ 6, they all just fucking hate you, and it's your job to make them happy. Otherwise, you incur a substantial penalty to every single yield that your city produces. Well, why can't we just road the luxuries, you might say? Well, I got some bad news for you. Ever since Civ 5, manually roading tiles has been removed from the game. Apparently, our road spaghetti did not taste very good to them. Now, if you want a road, you just have to build trade routes and hope the pathing is the one that you want. Here, you might be thinking to yourself, Suede, a bonus to every single yield. These amenities seem pretty important. What can I do to get more amenities in the early game? And that is a great question. Oh no, we entered a dark age. This means we didn't get enough validation from our basically our parents, Soren Johnson and Money Lady. So, at this point, we're going to construct our first district, and this is where our whole game strategy reveals itself. Russia gets cheap holy sites. At 25 faith, we unlocked our Pantheon, which is a cool bonus that we get to pick. We went with Dance of the Aurora. This gives us +1 faith adjacency bonus to all our holy sites. The smooth-brained Civ 3 players watching this might be a little bit confused, because the phrase adjacency bonus has a big word in there that they've probably never heard before. So let's break it down. A bonus is like the opposite of a penalty. So, you know the despotism penalty in Civ 3? Imagine that, but like, backwards. Yeah, weird, I know. The game gives you things instead of taking them away. Anyway, you get that for being adjacent to things. So, this will give us some disgusting holy sites. We get 6 or 7 faith adjacency. Then, when we found a religion, we can pick the work ethic belief, which gives us production equal to that adjacency bonus. The end result is that our dogshit tundra cities are getting 20 production per turn, which is insane at this phase of the game. This is 90% of what makes Civ 6 so amazing. Just this cocktail of disgusting yield combos injected straight into your veins. You know that feeling you get when you build Copernicus and Newtons in the same city where you have all that tourism gold stacked? You're going to feel that every single time you play Civ 6. Now, to get that full effect, we need a specific policy card. These are like governments in Civ 3, not in the sense of what they do, but in the sense that 2/3 of them are absolutely terrible. This is the Scripture policy card. It doubles our adjacency bonus from holy sites. That sounds pretty good, and it would be nice if the game would tell us exactly what effect this has, and that is a common rookie mistake from Civ 3 players. You see, in Civ 3, the user interface is available when you install the game. Maybe you need to mess around with the settings in the preferences menu. In Civ 6, it's available as DLC, so we're going to have to download a mod to see the effect. Looks like we already have it installed, but it's not working. Maybe the comments have an answer. Para todo aqueles que no le funcione el mod, también deben tener el better report screen bien fixo. Good thing I can speak Portuguese. He put it in English too, down below, but no one who plays Civ 3 knows how to read more than one line of text. So, we need a mod to fix the other mod to make the UI playable. Welcome to Civ 6, ladies and gentlemen. It works. So, the policy card gave us 28 faith across our empire, and because our people have such a good work ethic, all of that is converted directly into production too. We're going to want as many of these tundra holy sites as possible. This means a line of cities across the bottom of the map, only these are shitty cities with no production. So we're going to choose the Governor Magnus, who gives us bonus yields from chopping forests. Then, we'll rotate him between all of our crappy new cities, chopping out these holy sites to give them disgusting levels of faith and production. Now, you might be wondering, we're getting a bunch of faith, what does that actually do? Well, it does everything and it does absolutely nothing. For now, it does nothing. Or, I mean, it does let you buy great people, but I forgot that I could do that. And that's a pretty big oversight from someone who's giving you a tutorial right now. But come on, guys, this is our first time playing Civ 6. All that matters is that we tried our best. Because if you do that, you will probably win. We've now unlocked our first choice of government. We're going to go Republic because it's still the only government that exists for some reason. But don't worry, Civ 6 also comes with new, sparkling versions of Republic to look forward to in the future. Now, you might have dozed off and woken up in a cold sweat wondering why I hadn't told you to build more workers yet. Well, you kinda don't want to, at least not early on. Each worker scales in cost, so you want to build as few as possible until you unlock the Feudalism Policy card. And now we've hit our heroic age. This means that we get to choose 3 dedications. Key among them is monumentality. Remember when I said faith didn't really do anything? Well, it's doing things now. We're going to buy 5 billion workers and settlers, and all of the workers get 2 extra charges because of the Feudalism card. This is the Civ 6 equivalent of getting steam power and railroads. It's time for the Global Congress. Yes, you have to choose things. No, you can't skip this. But if you guess right, you get awarded a diplomatic victory point. Yes, that's correct. 5% of your way to victory is essentially the shell game. Now, you might think that with our massive stockpiles of faith, we'd be pursuing a religious victory. But just like in Civ 3, diplomatic victory is the only victory condition that I know how to use. We're like George Michael in 1990. We're not going to let faith define us. Time to burn that jukebox. Here, you can see that we've completed the Mausoleum of Mausolus. The impact of this wonder is that you post the tile yields to Reddit, and it makes 3 people happy. Oh, you're also obligated to lie about the fact that you're playing with mods. 900 AD and we get denounced. Damn, that's rough. Good thing we took the Crusade belief. This gives us a bonus to combat when fighting in enemy cities that follow Cow. That's the name of our religion. And we've converted some of our neighbors' cities to Cow. So if this guy's going to denounce us for nothing, we're going to kick his ass. Because of the Grandmaster's Chapel, we're able to pray an army into existence. So we go from having no army to having quite a big one. The issue is, this is still 1 unit per tile, and we can't buy boats. So when we go to fight Persia, we have to funnel our units down narrow chokes while they laser beam us to death with their city walls. We do get yields from pillaging their stuff, which is an amazing addition to the franchise. It might have been added in Civ 5, but you honestly can't remember. After years of grueling war, we finally have managed to take 1 city. According to the other civs, This is the most outrageous foreign policy decision of all time. Never before in human history has the international community seen an act of such malice and wrongdoing. They all hate and denounce us. I guess next time we'll bring a Casus Belli. But, despite our rampant warmongering, we have managed to get a Nobel Peace Prize. Oh wow, Christina's doing pretty well here. We need to close in on our victory condition. The Statue of Liberty gives 4 diplomatic victory points, but do you think we're going to be able to beat the AI to such a pivotal wonder? Of course we can. This is Civ 6 here. You can beat the AI to whatever you want. Oh wow, we have 10,000 gold. Time to just start buying shit. Maybe now Chopin will have somewhere to go. We're going to give the rest to Christina, because she had a rainstorm or something like that. She still hates me. Looks like we won this competition too. Now you see, this is where things deviate from Civ 3, because in Civ 3, winning a diplomatic victory is pretty trivial, because if you make some military alliances, the AI will all love you and they will all vote for you. In Civ 6, it's not that easy. It's easier because you don't need to build the UN, and they don't really need to like you. You just have to win a bunch of competitions that the AI doesn't really even bother trying to participate in. For this next one, they need to stop Pasargadae from following Cow, but our Christian rock bands are really good, and they aren't even really trying here. It's kind of a metaphor for the game itself. Now, here's an important trick. The game is letting us vote to award or take away a victory point from someone. We're so close to victory that the AI will actually vote for us to lose a point here. So we need to do the same. We need to vote for us to lose 2 points. For being on the winning side of this vote, we are awarded 1 diplomatic victory point, which mitigates the loss that was going to happen anyway. And here we are, we win the game. Look at this incredible cutscene. It is clear based on these graphics that this game was definitely released 15 years after Civ 3. Alright, we've got the win. I hope I've genuinely convinced you guys to give Civ 6 a shot. It's a fantastic game. Leave a like on this video. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.